People are throwing slash giving away old golf clubs that are actually worth a fortune. So let me show you which ones.
To an untrained eye, this looks like one of those everyday sets, but it's not. And the more I can find of these kind of like sneaky little purchases that would be really good for you guys just to keep an eye out for on the off chance that you do find a set, the more I can bring, obviously, the better to the channel.
Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's Simon on my way to go and pick up a very cheap bag of clubs, £25 all together. And there was something in this bag that caught my eye and got me thinking, because I actually picked up a few deals this week or in the past, and also seen on eBay some prices which are just extraordinary, and it's just not adding up. You're getting clubs that are, will just look like they're worthless. I can understand if they're just in the back of the shed and potentially you don't play golf, or you do play golf, or you acquired them and they're like 20 to 25 years old, you're probably thinking they are worthless, but there are a lot of people also out there that want them badly. Today's video, we're going to go and pick up now a set of golf clubs, £25. I'll show you the listing here, and obviously this could be found in a car boot sale, and this is kind of the idea of the video. I want to show you stuff that you could find at a car boot sale or a garage sale, and people just think it's worth a £5 or a £10, which I, to be honest, 2-3 years ago was worth a £10 and a £5, but it's a crazy market at the moment. There's some Max Fly Tour irons which caught my eye, and I don't know a lot about them, but I knew that they're worth a bit more money than 25 quid, and I looked on eBay, and just looking at the sold listings and the current listings, it's extraordinary, because Max Fly isn't a popular brand now. It used to be a very popular brand, but isn't now. And then there's some Astron Mizuno woods which I've literally never heard of, but again, I've seen listings of like the set going for £60–70. So over a £25 bag of clubs, you're potentially looking at £150 plus worth of value. And this is a great video for you guys that literally just want to start with the bare minimum and get your bag going, and the older at the moment is the easiest way to do that. Okay, ladies and gents, here we are, and this is the exact effect I'm going for. A normal person, I say normal, a non-golf perv, unlike me, would walk past this bag and go, Max Fly, haven't heard of those. Do know very old woods, haven't heard of those. To be honest, I didn't even know about those. But I'll show you some listings of these, and I can understand why these are going for a bit of money. Very soft metal clubs here. Got nickel chrome, hang on, let me just focus, nickel slash chrome down the side there, and you can see how it's kind of dented, battered. That's a great indication of a very soft iron, and you can see it's a bit of a combo set. Shafts actually in decent condition, just with dynamic golds down them, but as I say, you can see why the majority of you and me, probably 2 years ago until I started really getting into this business, would have just walked past these and gone, oh, golf clubs. And we'll look at some other clubs that you probably will be able to pick up. Maybe not these ones, because I do think these ones are quite unique and rare, but you'll find some others that are out there. This is the one wood as well, if I can get the head cover off it. Astron Mizuno, steel shafted. Well, I think it's time to go and give them a hit. And it's the next day, and for £25 with a bit of cleaning, bit of TLC, these don't look half bad. So before we get into this set and that, because I've done a bit of research, bit of looking, I should probably explain that. And to be honest, that deal there ties in very nicely into this whole video. On my way to go and pick up an extremely popular putter over the last 2 years. Even though it's been out for near on like 5 years, something like that. Just the range of putter, exceptionally popular. This putter now, it's in okay condition. I'm just going to show you now. Here's the listing. There's 2 photos. The condition is somewhat questionable. There's some kind of black mark, but I don't know if that's a photo. I don't know if that's the putter itself. It looks like it's almost been like put slightly in the fire. But if it's in any good condition, for £55 for this putter, it's actually a really good deal. And then we're going to talk about other clubs that you probably just have in the back of the garage that you don't realise is just a sitting pile of money gathering dust. Right, ladies and gents, putter acquired. the TaylorMade red Spider Tour putter. These things, which we'll obviously delve into a bit more when we get back home, go for quite a bit of money no matter the condition. And it just goes to show, if anything, throughout this pandemic, the things that have gone heavily up in price, like drivers and putters, is that actually people just realise that over the last 10 years nothing's changed. So if you want a £350 Spider whatever putter that comes out this year and your shop hasn't got it, well, after hitting a few with an older model, maybe your mates, you realise actually that just feels just as good, even though the aesthetics might not be the same. Super stroke grip, pretty warm. Head cover, not in bad condition to be fair, I mean it still works. Spider Tour putter. Now you can see quite a lot of work on the bottom, but I prefer the chip marks to be on the bottom opposed to the top, and the top isn't that bad at all. I've seen them in a lot worse condition, and this kind of putter here is just exceptionally popular at the moment. So yes, we have a little Spider in the bag. I used to have this putter before I got my ping putter. I actually really liked it. I love playing with it. I can see why it's so popular, and every model that they bring out is going to be as good as the rest, and I guess that's what people are finding. Now you're not going to find this for £55, but the whole idea is me telling you guys different models that you could probably find at a car boot sale, garage sale, or on Facebook that people don't realise what other people are willing to pay for. So you won't get this for, let's say, under £100, to be honest, but what you will find is people willing to pay £100 for the ghost version of this, the original Spider putters, the itsy bitsies, the daddy long legs, because let's be honest, they're as good as this putter, but they're just that much older, and they used to be worth £30–40, but now people are willing to pay 100, 120, even for the old stuff, and hopefully I have found some sold listings to prove my point there. So overall, if you find a Spider putter under £50, £60, buy it, because it's really good value and you're going to make a bit of money on it. If you want to keep it or upgrade with it or play with it or experiment with it, that's the whole point of this channel. I probably should get into these bad boys, and once they're all cleaned up, they do look fantastic. The grips actually on this whole entire set, by the way, is really good. Like, I'll show you the Mizuno grips on the woods. I don't think I've ever seen old grips as in good condition. Like, they've hardly been. The Max Fly itself, the company was bought out in 2003 by TaylorMade. Hence, these were, as far as I'm aware, there's not much information. I'll show you a quick screen grab where I got the date that these were produced in the lofts and lie angles and lengths, but realistically there's not much information out there because golf reviews online or YouTube just weren't a thing back then. But 2002, I believe these came out. In 2003, TaylorMade bought out the company, and from the forums that I've seen, people loved this club. So soft that realistically it's not going to stand the test of time, especially if you use it a lot, but it's more generated for that kind of feel and forgiveness at the top end and control down the bottom. And it is a lovely looking set, and for £25, this is all I'm saying, guys. It looks like your, I don't know, off-brand clubs that you see in the Facebook listings for like £25, and they probably are rubbish, but this just looks, to an untrained eye, this looks like one of those everyday sets, but it's not. And the more I can find of these kind of like sneaky little purchases that would be really good for you guys just to keep an eye out for on the off chance that you do find a set, the more I can bring, obviously, the better to the channel. Next club I think you guys should really be keeping an eye out on for that car boot sale Facebook golf job lot deal is the Odyssey White Hot Anything, specifically the 2-ball putter. I almost fell off my chair when I saw the sold listings, which I'll show some of you now, of an Odyssey 2-ball putter. These things are going for the same amount of money as when they first came out. It must be 10 years ago when I basically started playing golf. The white hot range, they came out at like 119, 109, something like that. They weren't the most expensive putter in the world, but obviously they're so popular. But again, over the last 5 years, dropped down to like 30, 40 quid and was an absolute steal. Great club for a beginner, 2-ball. So famous, so well-rounded. Everyone suited it. However, £100. And I think it's because Odyssey themselves brought out a brand new Odyssey 2-ball this year, which I think I showed you when I was at Silvermere. I can have a look what the older versions of it and pay over the odds, and that's exactly what people are doing. £100 for an old school Odyssey is ridiculous. You'll be able to find these for £20, £30 without question. The rookie that is Simon Smith has come out with a golf bag, walked down the first, so he has a bit of time behind him because obviously I'm filming, without a golf ball. Therefore, I've now got to try and find a golf ball around here somewhere to carry on this video. Boys and girls, we have found a ball nestled
in the undergrowth. Titleist 2, what is it, an NX2? True, is that, oh yeah, True Feel. I haven't seen one of those in a very long time. Long Sutton Golf Club, welcome to the SAS Golf YouTube channel. So cautiously I went halfway down the fairway, put an AI in my hands, thought, you know what, first shot in 10 days, let's give ourselves a nice easy warm-up hole, and I've just leaked it right into the water down the second on the woods. So well done, Simon, that's a really good start. Now I'm going to go and find another golf ball, so let's see what's up next. So good job I played this course a lot, because I know exactly where you miss it off the first here, and the boys are obviously been in here strimming and clearing the undergrowth, because not only have I found one, I found another one next to it. Here's the third. There's a fourth over here, and that's been in here about a minute. I've been making this video over about 3 days now, so I have no idea how it's going to turn out. Normally I have quite a clear plan of action of what the title's going to be, what I'm going to talk about. But luckily, we found a nice little TP5 in the bushes, so that's a profit. So we made a £4 there, which is nice. The list is Ping irons, or Ping golf clubs in general, that are like 12, 15 years old. We're talking Ping Zings, we're talking Ping i2s, we're talking clubs that look like, well, similar to these, but obviously have Ping slapped on the back of it. And I'm pretty sure you're getting starting to build a bit of a picture here. We're talking popular brands of their time. The Max Fly is the exception, that people are looking to get into the game with, and they just rely on the brand and how long they've been making clubs and how well they've been making clubs. And let's be honest, these clubs are good, and especially Ping, especially the Ping Zings, most forgiving set of its era, I would say, out of all the ones that I've tested. Something I've realized is that manufacturers have been making great irons for years when it comes to good players. Like here, I mean, let's be honest, I haven't really hit them that well today, but on a good day, I couldn't tell the difference out of that, out the middle, than a blade or a similar cavity back of this era now. But the beginner needs that forgiveness, needs that help, needs that launch. The graphite shafts makes a massive difference. So if anything, they haven't made the good shots better with the drivers or the woods or anything like that. They've actually just made the bad shots safer, more forgiveness, higher MOI, which I do agree with. How much they change from year to year, not that much, but over 20 years, big difference. And Ping Zings I should say, is the affordable option, that old option that can give you that level of forgiveness, but not necessarily break the bank. But people will just be taking them to the tip because they think that they're worthless. And then lastly on that list, check eBay sold listings. It's the only reason I know what things are currently worth. I didn't know whether these Max Flies were sought after or there was demand for them. I didn't even know that actually they were really popular back in the day. It's only when I did a bit of research and I look at eBay sold listings and everything else on top of that, that I actually realised that people loved them, hit them. People want to have them back in their bags. So if you find a full set of golf clubs at a car boot or Facebook or Gumtree for £30, just go and have a look. They might be worth £30, they might not even be worth £30, but you might find some hidden gems in there as well. Guys, I'm sorry it's been a bit of a slapdash video. I've got to go and pick my daughter up. I wanted to play more holes. I only played like 1.5 and I played this hole again because I didn't want to end it on me basically putting it in the water. So apologies, hopefully get some more video. Well, I definitely will have more videos up next week. And if you wouldn't mind leaving this video a like, subscribing if you're new. Catch you guys there.
Morning Tom, hope you're doing well.
Afternoon mate, well done on the lesson. And evening Alan, not a problem at all. And testing the G30s and the afternoon gents, on my way to the lockup. Go pick up the Mura iron.